Hello and welcome to another MCO market update on Solana. The Solana chart is still fighting here with this support zone. There's a healthy debate going on between bulls and bears in this support zone. So far, there hasn't really been any substantial evidence that this B wave has started or the wave 5. I can tell you that this rally was only a 3-wave move, best I can tell. Well, it was a 3-wave move. So in my opinion, the only way it could go higher from here is through a series of ABC structures. That could be, for example, in the white scenario, an ABC structure, which could then lead to the development of white wave B. Yeah, so something like that, for example. It might turn into the 5th wave, but only as a diagonal pattern. So there's much to prove from a bullish point of view. From a bullish point of view, at this point, it would actually look best if it forms another low and then starts a healthy impulse to the upside, because whatever happened here from the low cannot turn into an impulse. It can't turn into an impulse anymore, but it can turn into a diagonal or an ABC structure. But then it needs to hold, it needs to hold support. It needs to hold a higher low in this pullback, break above that last high at around $147.50 and then rally towards the resistance area next. There are resistances that we're tracking on the smaller time frame that will give us a heads up that the bulls are starting to take the lead. But obviously we are, we're not testing these at the moment, and we're going to take a look at that right now. Not going to talk much more about the larger time frame because we covered it really extensively. So let's, by the way, also, if you're interested in a larger time frame analysis for Solana, check out my latest video on the MCO Global channel. It's linked, the channel is linked in the description. It gives you a detailed overview of the Solana larger time frame. Yeah. Looking at the smaller time frame here, as you can clearly see from that low, the potential is a low is in. So that's why we marked that potentially as wave 4. But just looking at the labels alone isn't enough. You also need the analysis that comes with it. And obviously, while it is possible, the wave 4 bottomed here, this would be based on the idea of maybe a diagonal pattern to the upside that could be unfolding. Speculative, and would require minimally a break above $133.17 as a first indication that a low is in. Basically, a break above initial resistance is needed, and then we could move towards that 170, 180 area, maybe for a third wave, wave 4, wave 5. But that's all speculative. We can take that more seriously if there is initial evidence, like, for example, a break above initial resistance. Even in this yellow scenario, which is the bullish pathway, the price could easily get another low. This here has only been consolidation. Looks a little bit like a wave 4 that could still be in the making. Maybe we've started wave 5 down already, and that could be wave 5 of wave 3 in the white scenario, which could take us down to $102 to $110, or even wave 5 of C of a larger wave 2 pullback, which means we could easily still form a higher low, right? And if we form a higher low here, then this yellow scenario remains valid. Either way, to keep it very simple, the local trend from the March high is still unfolding, the local downtrend, and it takes a break above $133.17 for a first indication that local downtrend is actually changing back into an uptrend, and to indicate the bulls are attempting a comeback. Another rally into resistance wouldn't be surprising, and it wouldn't be anything that changes anything. It really takes a decisive break above resistance to indicate the bulls are taking the lead. That would only be the first indication, though. Here on the smaller time frame in white, I've just shown the pathway to $110 to $102. If it keeps going to the downside, as long as it respects resistance, I would watch for lower prices. At least be prepared for it. And then there could be some structural support in this region here. Previous swing lows, around $121. That's, I believe, where we found support here right now locally anyway. And then below that level, around $112, $113, this swing low from March. And then the $110 to $102 level are the next levels where the price could attempt the reversal. I believe at this point it's just important to be aware what the micro resistance is, and any impulsive move above could indicate a reversal. that's the update about Solana. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.